A challenge to Washington's ban on certain types of guns receives a second setback in court. We're talking about that. And 2 years almost to the day after a deadly heat dome hit the Pacific Northwest, one major metropolitan area is suing oil companies over the damage.
And the first full weekend of summer is here. I'm tracking breezy winds, mountain thunderstorms, even a little rain in Toppenish tonight. How hot's it going to be this weekend? I'll have all those details in your First Alert forecast.
Now, KAPP KVEW local news at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. The city of Yakima is struggling with a projected $7 million shortfall starting in 2025. Right now, they're already looking to make a 10% budget cut as soon as possible. The Yakima police chief told KAPP KVEW's Emily Goodell that for the police department, it would mean cutting officer positions and court programs.
The city of Yakima spends nearly half of its money on the Yakima Police Department, which spends 83% of its money on personnel. That means a 10% budget cut is going to mean serious cuts to staffing.
You're talking 11 police positions in a department that's already probably smaller than it should be and certainly hasn't been filled for quite some time.
Fewer officers to respond to calls, but also fewer services. They've already eliminated a services manager position.
It's kind of like a car. If you have a problem, it's cheaper to fix it now than to wait until it affects more things. That's just the reality.
Soon, they'll be cutting fingerprinting services, the crime-free housing program that helps landlords, and the in-home detention program,
Which is an ankle bracelet, which allows people to keep working and take care of their family.
The fire department also facing cuts of 12 firefighter positions and an entire station on the west side. They've pitched revenue options that could help, like forming a regional fire authority or an EMS levy, but police don't have that option.
Enforcement should not be tied to revenue because you don't want an organization to think if I just write this many more tickets, we'll get this much more money.
The chief says a levy lid lift would help, but there's not one on the ballot, and voters already turned one down in 2019.
It costs more to go to McDonald's than it did 2 years ago. Well, government also costs more. People can choose not to go to McDonald's and they can choose not to increase taxes in order to pay for services. But what folks need to know is service will change. I think when people call 911 because their $3,500 bike got stolen and they want an officer to come take a report, they're going to be surprised when we can't do that.
The chief says while there's been discussions on budget cuts impacting services in the past, this time people really will see the difference, and the cuts are already starting. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, KAPP KVEW Local News.
Now, the chief says the best way you can help right now is by asking questions. He says he's willing to come to community meetings and explain those changes and to listen to your concerns. Now, at the state level, Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson says a Superior Court judge has allowed Washington's ban on selling assault weapons to remain in place while legal challenges play out. State lawmakers approved the ban, which includes a long list of guns that are no longer legal to make or sell in Washington, unless you want to get rid of one that you already own and you decide to sell it to a gun dealer. Now, the law went into effect right away when Governor Inslee signed it in April. And Ferguson says this is the second ruling within a matter of weeks that keeps that law active during the court process. Earlier this month, a federal judge agreed to keep the ban in place. Well, just into our newsroom this evening, police are investigating a deadly shooting in Sunnyside. Authorities say a man in his 30s is dead. Police were called to a shooting on 6th Street in Sunnyside around 6:30 last night. That's where they found the victim. The Yakima County coroner says the man died of homicidal violence, but we won't know more than that until an autopsy, and that's scheduled for next week. Also, new information tonight, the judge presiding over the University of Idaho quadruple murder case says he will allow cameras continued access to the courtroom, although he could change his mind in the future. Lawyers for Brian Kohberger, who's charged with the murders, say allowing cameras in the courtroom is jeopardizing his right to a fair trial because of online scrutiny. A group of media organizations argued in court that access to the hearings provides the public the best depiction of what happens in the criminal process. Kohberger's trial is set for October. Today, the Biden administration announced nearly $200 million being invested in expanding high-speed internet access in Washington state. Senator Maria Cantwell says that money will help tens of thousands of families get connected. It's something that the state first announced back in May, but now the federal side of the funding has officially come through. Now, while a lot of that money is going towards projects on the west side and the peninsula, Franklin County PUD will be getting more than $4.8 million for expanding access to homes in Connell and Basin City. And Yakima County will be getting more than $11 million for their WSBO 2022 project. But for right now, you don't need the internet. You can get outside. It's beautiful out there. Stacey Lee is tracking your first alert forecast.
That's right, Alyssa. It is beautiful in some areas, but we are tracking some active weather right now. We've been seeing some lightning happening in the Cascades, just north of Cle Elum, or west of Cle Elum, I should say, Cascade Mountains, and even a little sneaker right through Toppenish, again bringing some rain and some thunder and lightning this afternoon. It's going to pass by rather quickly, but again, a little bit of active weather, unsettled as we head into the weekend in some parts. Temperatures, though, on the warm side, 88 right now, Tri-City, 78 in Yakima. It's 87 in Hermiston, 83 for Walla Walla. Let's take a look at those winds. Those started picking up this afternoon as well. Light 11-mile-an-hour winds here in the Columbia Basin. Yakima with 16-mile-an-hour winds. As you can see, Toppenish 26-mile-an-hour winds. That's that cell moving through the area, bringing up those wind speeds that should decrease. But again, clear, warm, and breezy for the most part, tracking those mountain showers and thunderstorms through the weekend. We do have elevated fire danger due to those systems coming through. But overall, lower elevations, gorgeous weekend ahead. Lots to talk about in your first alert weather. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Oregon's Multnomah County is suing several oil companies over the deadly heat dome that hit the Northwest just about 2 years ago. Lawyers for the county say they're hoping to make the oil companies pay for damage that they say is the product of climate change. But Joe English reports that is likely to be an uphill battle.
Oh, there were plenty of red shirts showing up to support the Multnomah County resolution to sue Big Oil for the June 2021 heat dome that killed 69 Multnomah County residents, more than 100 across Oregon. And nobody showed up for the other side, and I asked about why no one showed up to object. New Multnomah County Chair Jessica Vega-Peterson admits this was all done kind of on the hush-hush.
Joe's wondering about the lack of opposition at today's board meeting and why no one showed up to testify against the actions you're taking.
I think that this was a little bit of a stealth, action that we took today. Not purposely, it was publicly noticed, but we know that these companies that we are going up against have huge pockets of money. They have dozens and dozens of lawyers that are going to be coming after this.
The lawsuit's seeking $50 million in past compensatory damages and $1.5 billion in future damages, and a $50 billion fund to be set up for Multnomah County to protect citizens and taxpayers from future climate change mitigation. Attorneys admit this could take years, even more than 10 years to settle, but think this will follow in the lines of getting money from the big tobacco companies and pharmaceutical companies.
You know what makes them pay attention? One of these guys.
Yeah.
This is a brick, or maybe even a cinder block, of the 200-plus page lawsuit that we are filing today in this courthouse. That's what they're going to pay attention to.
That was Joe English reporting. Now let's talk about travel. If you are headed through SeaTac Airport tonight, be prepared for lots of company. The airport tweeted this morning they think this might be their busiest day ever, pre or post pandemic. Now, they are telling everyone to plan on extra lines and security and give as much time as you can when it comes to getting to your gate in time. Here in our area, if you're looking for a new job opportunity, the Walla Walla VA is hosting a job fair this weekend. The Jonathan M. Wainwright Memorial VA Medical Center is hiring for all of its locations. That includes Richland, Union Gap, Boardman, and Walla Walla. The hospital is looking for nurses, health technicians, social workers, housekeeping aides, and more. That job fair starts at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. It goes until 2 in the afternoon in the lobby of the medical center. Go ahead, bring your resume and 3 to 5 references. You could get an interview on the spot. We have more information on our website, yaktrinews.com. Now we're talking about that potentially stormy weather here in the Tri-Cities. Not too bad for right now, but we have seen storms moving through Toppenish. That was rain on the lens just a few minutes ago. We'll talk about that coming up in your first alert forecast, and still ahead on KAPP Local News at 6, highlighting more of the weekend events happening across the region. Stay with us.
During our Patriot sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like a Sealy Queen mattress for $3.99.
Come to Mattress Depot USA
before our Patriot sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Just enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Whether you're looking to add a splash of color to your home, planting your very own vegetable garden, or expanding your dream landscape, Queen's Gate Gardens is the place to go this summer. Queen's Gate Gardens in Richland, let's grow together.
Reel in a fortune during the $200,000 Fishing for a Fortune at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, with over $7,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday. Cash your line and win up to $750 free play, $1,000 cash, or hook a new Pro Lodge boat. Multiply your entries, use your club wild card to earn points, and win special prizes from Billy's Bait Shop. Reel in your next fortune today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 591-8160.
You get a lot of things out of your vehicle. But one thing you shouldn't get is disappointment. At McCurley, our expert technicians are here to make sure you get the most adventures and memories out of every mile.
Find your way home in a new Mazda from McCurley Mazda.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. Thousands of Starbucks workers are planning to go on strike over the next week. The union says it's because of pride decorations. Starbucks Workers United posted a letter on Twitter this morning saying they're responding to what they call the company's decision to alter or terminate pride decoration policies without union input. The union says some managers have moved or changed pride displays, citing safety concerns. Now, Starbucks says it hasn't changed any of its policies about pride and that its support for LGBTQ+ causes has not changed either. Tonight, chemical manufacturer 3M has agreed to pay at least $10.3 billion to settle lawsuits over contamination of many American public drinking water systems. These are contamination with potentially harmful chemicals known as PFAS. The deal would compensate water providers for pollution and the cleanup efforts for PFAS, which is a broad class of chemicals. It's used in everything from nonstick cookware to grease-resistant products like clothing and paper, to firefighting foam, which is often what we see here in eastern Washington. The compounds have been detected at varying levels in drinking water around the nation, and they're called forever chemicals because they really don't disintegrate in the environment. The Environmental Protection Agency in March proposed strict limits on 2 common types of PFAS and said that it wanted to regulate 4 others as well. 2 lavender farms in our region have collaborated to bring a little more lavender to the entire community. Del Sol Lavender Farm and Lavender Rays will be hosting a U-Pick event in Burbank this weekend. They've got 2 different colors of lavender to pick from, Rays and an assortment of lavender-based items from Del Sol. you'll certainly have your full share of lavender.
We thought it'd be great to collaborate. You know, lavender farmers, they unite.
It is one of the great things about lavender farms is there's a lot of camaraderie and working together and sharing tips and ideas. We love lavender and we love sharing it with people. People love
lavender is happy.
It makes you smile and it's fun to share it with people.
All right, so as we know, farms open and close early. They are closed for this afternoon, but you can stop by tomorrow or Sunday. They're open from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and make sure to say hello to the goose on the farm as well. Well, this weekend, it's all about the ladies in downtown Kennewick. It is Girls Weekend. The event brings 33 businesses together. It offers workshops, activities, and exclusive deals. You can join the twist plant hanger class or learn art techniques from professionals. There will also be jewelry, craft studios, tarot readings, live music, food and drinks, wine slushies, of course. And organizers say this is a great way to get out and have fun in the community.
We really wanted something this summer on the weekend so we could take advantage of the beautiful weather and the cool desert nights. And so this is a 2-day girls weekend with over 40 businesses in the downtown Kennewick area participating, including those at the Columbia Gardens and the museum in Keewaydin Park.
So Girls Weekend has already started. It's going on right now in downtown Kennewick until 9 o'clock tonight. But if you can't make it, it also happens tomorrow from 4 until 9 p.m.
Now, KAPP First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we've had a beautiful afternoon. However, we are starting to see those dark clouds roll into the area. We could squeeze out a sprinkle or two of those clouds. We've been seeing some thunder and lightning in the Toppenish area this evening. Our sunset tonight at 8:52, so not a bad looking Friday as we get into that weekend. Now, temperature wise, nice and warm. Cle Elum in the cool spot right now at 64, at 76 in Ellensburg, 86 in Toppenish. We hit 88, eventually made it up to 90 today in the Tri-Cities, 76 in Dayton, and 83 in Walla Walla. Let's take a look at the evening and plan your night out. Again, Tri-Cities overall, not a bad looking night. Again, those temperatures dropping down into the 70s by 9 o'clock this evening. Moving into Yakima, again, beautiful evening there. We had a few stray showers come through, but not a bad looking temperature wise anyway, 71 by 9. And in Walla Walla, hey, why not get out the grill and have a nice barbecue on the deck tonight, because the weather is cooperating with you as well, other than some breezy and gusty winds developing as we move through the night. Here's our satellite and radar. You see this active weather now. It's coming down from the north, and these showers and systems are unsettled and kind of just popping up here and there due to the moisture marine layer in the air and the upper elevation mixing in with the warmer weather. That's causing the thunder and lightning we've been seeing across the Cascades this afternoon and evening. And again, you see Cle Elum, very active weather just to the west of Cle Elum. Cascade Mountain seeing some thunder and lightning, and we even had a cell pass through the Toppenish area. Most of that has dried up and gone away. However, you are seeing those clouds in the Columbia Basin. Now, Futurecast is saying, well, it doesn't look too bad tonight. Again, it's very unsettled and unorganized, but as we get into our Saturday, looking pretty good unless you're in eastern Oregon, northeastern Oregon, Heppner area, Pendleton. We're going to start to see some showers developing here in the Blue Mountains as well. Some thunder cells could be possible in the Pendleton area and the Heppner area tomorrow afternoon. So be aware of that in those regions when the thunder roars, head indoors. Otherwise, going to be a very nice weekend. Again, some stray showers developing late in the day on Sunday across the Cascade Mountains and to the east here in Idaho, and maybe a few going through the Blue Mountains. Wind speeds right now, again, a little bit breezy. Toppenish, 26-mile-an-hour sustained winds right now, 16 in Yakima, 11-mile-an-hour winds in the Tri-Cities. Futurecast, though, shows us kicking up those breezes a little later into the evening. And as we get into your Saturday, you're going to see those gusty winds develop once again in the evening with the dry conditions and the hot air coming through the area. We could see some fire danger. Now check out Pendleton's going to get very breezy as that system starts to move into the region tomorrow. Those winds will start to decrease getting into Sunday. Sunday's looking pretty nice overall temperature and weather-wise. 60 degrees overnight tonight in the Tri-Cities, 57 in Yakima, 58 Walla Walla, 55 in Dayton, and 54 degrees in Ellensburg. Check out those temps for tomorrow. Again, we're in the 70s and 80s in the Yakima Valley. Here's the Columbia Basin, Prosser 86, Tri-Cities 86. 77. Moving into the foothills of the Blues, we've got the 80s for both Walla Walla, Dayton, and in Pendleton. Here's your short-term forecast. Walla Walla looking nice out there. Temperatures climbing close to 90 by Monday. Tri-Cities, we are going to see those 90-degree temperatures by Monday, and maybe even on Sunday. We're pretty close at 89, and then in Yakima, temperatures sitting just below the 90-degree mark. Lots more to get to. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. And up next on KAPP KVEW Local News, dozens of kids got an up-close look at a team of scaly critters at the Selah Civic Center this morning. We'll take you there next.
Special report.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. We do interior painting and cabinetry as well. We have a full crew that takes care of everything, and all we really want you to do is to kick back and relax. Visit our website or call us at 591-8160.
Don't miss the Battle of the Brands Northwest Spa Sale. Save up to 50% off hot tubs and swim spas from competing brands fighting for your business. Easy financing, immediate delivery, and Sunday at Kennewick's Columbia Center Mall, nwspasale.com.
This is how legends are.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your community Chevy dealers.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
Get 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on a Toyota certified used Camry, Corolla, or RAV4. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Eddie Morphine from Morphine Law Firm. If you've been wronged and you need to make it right, give us a call. We're not afraid to fight. If you need an attorney with your best interests in mind, give us a call at Morphine Law Firm.
A new roof looks great. A new roof with new gutters looks amazing. With Aero Roofing, amazing is now more affordable than ever. Get 25% off gutters with your new re-roof. Did we mention our 50-year roof warranty at no extra cost? Don't miss this limited time offer. Give Aero Roofing a call today.
Welcome back. Today, kids got an up-close look at a whole raft of reptiles at the Selah Civic Center this morning. Yakima Valley Libraries brought the reptile lady to show off her friends and give kids a chance to see, sometimes touch, animals they normally wouldn't see outside of a zoo. You can see a huge crowd there. The free event is part of the library's summer reading program, which launched earlier this month and runs through August. Kids can earn rewards by completing reading challenges.
Basically, our goal is to get kids excited about reading, get them in the library over the summer months. And one of the things we do to help make that happen is host fun programs like this.
A reporter was there. She said it was such a crowd, and the kids were having so much fun. Other events coming up include electrifying science shows, a magician, and Lego labs. Now tonight, a key East Coast interstate has reopened less than 2 weeks after 6 lanes of concrete collapsed in a fire. We're going to talk about how crews got that work done so quickly next.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Bathfitter can do it all. We will remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call your locally owned Bathfitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
So, Richardson family, the neighbors are very curious about your new family member.
Oh, Elizabeth?
Hello.
We built her when our daughter moved out so we could keep our family plan and save money.
With US Cellular, you don't need a fourth line to get the best deal. It's just $29.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines.
Oh. I guess we don't need a fourth line anymore.
Awkward. Now at US Cellular, it's just $29.99 per line, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Pasco's Grand Old 4th of July celebration begins Saturday morning, July 1st at 8 with a family bike ride. July 4th Tuesday fun begins at Memorial Park with a Kiwanis breakfast at 7, and the Grand Old 4th of July parade returns with a new extended route at 10. The Camp Patriot Show and Shine at noon with a cardboard regatta at 1. And the free Grand Old 4th of July fireworks show is at Pasco Sporting Complex at 10 that evening. More activities info at PascoGO4.com. That's PascoGO4.com.
Hi, I'm David Smith.
And I'm Tori Smith, local owners of Mattress Depot USA.
We both grew up in the Seattle area.
But unlike our large competitors, we still live in this community.
We do business with local manufacturers from right here in the Pacific Northwest.
Hey, we realize that your top priority is to get a quality mattress at the best possible price. And that's what we do.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Making headlines across America tonight, a stretch of Interstate 95, which is the main north-south highway on the East Coast, has reopened less than 2 weeks after a crash and fire collapsed 6 lanes of the road. Usually, the repair process for something this size takes months, but officials say they came up with a temporary fix just to keep the traffic flowing.
Mr. Mayor, they said it couldn't be done, you know.
They say a lot of things.
When I stood here 12 days ago, I must say there was a pessimism in the air. One that I believe has lingered in this city and in this Commonwealth for far too long. And today, all of us here together prove them wrong.
So this is one of the fastest repairs we've ever seen of this size. How did they make it happen? Well, first of all, laborers worked around the clock on those repairs. Then they used glass nuggets to fill in the underpass, and they simply paved right over the top. Now, eventually crews will have to go in and build a new bridge. That process, though, will actually take months at the very least. Now tonight we're tracking some possible stormy weather in your first alert forecast. That's coming up. And we're highlighting local events all across the region this weekend as that busy summer season is heating up. And some mixed news on the housing market. We're going to take a closer look at numbers released today. KAPP local news at 6:30 starts right now.
Now, KAPP local news at 6:30.
Tonight, the Grant County Sheriff's Office has now lifted a level 1 evacuation notice for Potholes State Park. That after a wildfire broke out today. Authorities say as of right now, no one is in danger, but it is important for people who are out there, watch for rapidly changing conditions. Fire officials and authorities are out monitoring the situation that prompted evacuation orders earlier tonight. They're hoping to be able to alert people to any further danger, but it is important, of course, to keep prepared in the event of a wildfire. We've been talking about that. We've been talking about being fire ready. Stacey Lee is here with your first alert weather forecast.
And just like the little storm we saw passing through the Toppenish area, which, by the way, has gone out, we saw some lightning bolts. And again, any lightning could spark a fire. And again, we've been seeing those breezy winds, dry conditions. Fire is elevated this weekend. 8:52 for our sunset tonight. Not too bad. And again, there's that system. It just passed on by. We're still seeing some active lightning across the Cascades and just to the west of Cle Elum this evening. But again, most of that activity has passed on through. Now we have seen some clouds developing through the Columbia Basin. We could squeeze out a sprinkle or two out of those clouds, but overall looking dry. 88 degrees right now in the Tri-Cities, 82 in Walla Walla, 78 in Yakima, and 86 degrees for Toppenish. Let's take a look at what's coming up ahead and those wind speeds. Again, I said those winds will be picking up through the evening, and they certainly have through the Kittitas Valley, and we'll see them picking up here through the Columbia Basin. Foothills of the Blues looking pretty good. A little breezy in Dayton this evening. And again, clear, warm, and breezy is the forecast. Mountain showers and thunderstorms on and off throughout the weekend. Elevated fire danger, as I said, but overall it's going to be a gorgeous first weekend of summer. Lots to get to in the first alert weather forecast. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. Tonight, as we're approaching 1 year since the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade, leaving abortion access up to state governments, a judge has now blocked one state law in Wyoming. So while other states have just banned abortion outright, Wyoming was the first to ban using the pill specifically. Now, again, that law is on hold tonight. Also interesting here, Wyoming's constitution specifically says that everyone has the right to make their own health care decisions. But the state, in this case, has been arguing that abortions aren't health care because the state says that pregnancy is not a disease. Now, this is almost certain to remain a significant issue headed into the 2024 election cycle. ABC's Justin Finch has a look at how lawmakers are already making their positions clear.
Saturday will mark 1 year since the Supreme Court's 6-3 decision reversing Roe v. Wade federal abortion protections. Today, some 25 million women of childbearing age now live in states where abortions are now harder to get. President Biden signing an executive order Friday calling for federal agencies to help expand Americans' access to low-cost contraception.
And we'll make sure that a woman can access what she needs to take care of herself.
The order largely seen as symbolic, as federal law already requires insurers cover FDA-approved contraception. In Washington, the president and vice president attending a reproductive rights event and earning early endorsements from pro-abortion access groups, including Planned Parenthood. Today, 20 Democratic-leaning states have protected abortion access, while more than a dozen Republican-led states have some kind of abortion restriction policies in place or pending, with 13 enacting near or total bans.
My understanding is babies deserve equal protection.
Last fall, an ABC News Washington Post poll found more than 60% of Americans polled opposed the court's decision. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi daring Republicans to take up legislation that would restore abortion protections.
Are they afraid of their constituents? They're going to have a lot more to fear in the next election.
Across the aisle, former Vice President and current Republican presidential candidate Mike Pence doubling down.
Every Republican candidate for president should support a ban on abortion before 15 weeks.
And Vice President Harris is set to observe 1 year since the Supreme Court's abortion decision with a major speech on reproductive rights in North Carolina. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Today, the federal government made history, announcing charges against companies and people blamed for fueling the fentanyl crisis in the United States.
In 3 separate indictments, we have charged, for the first time ever,
4 chemical companies based in China and 8 Chinese nationals for the trafficking of fentanyl precursor chemicals into the United States.
So 2 of those suspects have already been arrested. Now, fentanyl is considered exponentially more addictive than heroin. It is now the leading cause of death for Americans between the age of 18 and 49. And today's announcement is part of kind of an overall strategy to block fentanyl at every stage of the supply chain. The Justice Department says the companies that they charged were openly advertising the chemicals to make fentanyl on social media platforms. They were giving out the recipe, basically, and then shipping the chemicals to buyers, even adding some molecules to help them get those chemicals in under the radar. Well, Tri-Cities Diversity and Inclusion Council is hosting the Red and Black on the Green Youth Scholarship Fundraiser tomorrow. This scholarship fundraiser supports youth education in the Tri-Cities and surrounding areas by providing educational opportunities. You can dress up in your best red and black attire for a night of wine, soul food, music, and poetry. The event will be at Frechette Winery in Benton City starting at 6:30 tomorrow night, and it's just really a way to bring a positive impact on your community. Well, making headlines across America tonight, we're seeing a mixed picture emerging in the housing market. Prices are going down, but there aren't enough homes available for sale. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has a closer look at those numbers from Washington, D.C.
There is some much needed good news if you are on the hunt for a new home. The National Association of Realtors says that U.S. home prices declined 3.1% in May compared to a year before. That was the biggest drop in 11 years. Existing homes sold for a median price of just under $400,000. Now that of course varies based on where you live. Last month prices were down in the South and the West, but up in the Midwest and Northeast. Here's the bad news. There is still a big shortage of homes on the market. Sales overall were down 20% in May from a year before. One key reason for that is that higher mortgage rates are making homeowners who locked in low rates a lot more reluctant to sell. What this means is that buying a home is still highly competitive and unaffordable for so many Americans, especially first-time buyers. 3/4 of homes that sold in May were on the market for less than a month. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News. Washington.
Well, a new local business had its grand opening this morning. Bubbly Boba is planning a weekend full of fun. The owners have goodie bags for people who come celebrate while supplies last, and they're giving out more than $100 in gift cards. With only a couple of other local boba shops in town, the owners say they set out to bring a different experience to the community.
So we decided to look at other options, and boba was one of them, and I thought that was a good idea. And since there's not very many local boba shops here in the Tri-Cities, there is a lot of franchises that we decided to put our foot in the race and go for it.
Bubbly Boba is off of Clearwater here in Kennewick. And hey, if you visit, see if you can find a hidden Sasquatch. There are 5 of them around the shop, waiting to be spotted. We're taking a look outside. We're seeing some unsettled weather tonight as we're getting into the weekend. Stacey Lee has a look at what to expect as we look ahead to your first alert weather forecast. And still ahead on KAPP local news, the Yakima Farmers Market is opening up in a new location for the first time this weekend. We'll show you what to expect. Plus, KAPP local news and Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking are hosting the Great American Flag Swap. That is coming up on Tuesday. So you can bring your used flag to Rick's in Kennewick and swap it for a brand new American flag. As part of that celebration, they'll also be serving free barbecue. It all starts at 11 a.m. at Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking on Tuesday.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
During our Patriot sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like a Sealy Queen mattress for $3.99.
Come to Mattress Depot USA
Before our Patriot sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
It's the Jayco Summer Escape Sales Event, only at Broadmoor RV. Save thousands, June 23rd through the 25th. Customer rebates up to $2,500 on select Jayco models. Like this 2023 J-Flight, save over $11,000. Save almost $13,000 on this J-Flight, and almost $40,000 on a 2023 Eagle. June 23rd through the 25th, the Jayco Summer Escape Sales Event at Broadmoor RV Superstore in Pasco.
We make camping fun.
Okay, thanks for visiting. Bye, Alice.
I'm stuck.
Not funny anymore. Yes, it is.
Wait, guys, the Mesozoic times are boring and have 0 rad attractions. Triple play is fun. I want to stay here.
Of course you can stay. Oh, fantastic. We won't regret this.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, like bowling, Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park, and a brand new zip line ride, all attached to a cozy hotel.
She's on the logo already. Marketers are the worst.
You get a lot of things out of your vehicle. But one thing you shouldn't get is disappointment. At McCurley, our expert technicians are here to make sure you get the most adventures and memories out of every mile.
Find your way home in a new Subaru from McCurley Subaru during Subaru Loves to Care.
Act now and save on Frigidaire Gallery appliances at Fred's 4th of July sale.
Refrigerators, ranges, microwaves, and dishwashers are marked down during the sale.
Plus, get a Fred's exclusive rebate up to $400. The Frigidaire Gallery collection offers practical time-saving features and a wide range of finishes.
Get a complete Frigidaire Gallery kitchen package and save up to $400 with Fred's exclusive bonus rebate.
Fred's 4th of July sale is the biggest sale this year. Don't miss this sale.
A new roof looks great. A new roof with new gutters looks amazing. With Arrow Roofing, amazing is now more affordable than ever. Get 25% off gutters with your new re-roof. Did we mention our 50-year roof warranty at no extra cost? Don't miss this limited time offer. Give Arrow Roofing a call today.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Welcome back. We have a recall alert for you tonight. The USDA says Sunrose Growers has recalled frozen fruit products that are sold at stores nationwide because of concerns about possible listeria contamination. Now, the problem is frozen pineapple used in some of the products, but the problem here is that a lot of them were sold under local store brands. So like Great Value for Walmart, Good and Gather that you just saw there for Target. Now, the recall says that a third-party supplier provided the pineapple and it might be contaminated with listeria bacteria. The products were distributed, as we said, to several chain retailers across the country, Walmart, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and Target all included. A lot of those products were sold under the store's private label brands. So far, officials say no illnesses have been reported. But if you have this in your freezer, you need to take a look at it and consider throwing it out because listeria is not something to mess around with. The CDC says it can cause serious food poisoning type illness. It's especially dangerous, potentially deadly for people older than 65 or for pregnant women. Now here in the Tri-Cities, shoppers this weekend will get a chance to get some great deals and to help out a great cause in the community. Repeat Boutique in Richland is hosting a sidewalk sale today and tomorrow. Shoppers get the opportunity to see footwear, clothing, home goods, and more. The proceeds of the sale go toward funding Hospice House and other bereavement programs. The chaplaincy healthcare officials tell us that shoppers get more than just great deals. This is an opportunity to help people in the community.
Community with this store. Personally, I just think about how many people we touch. So it's not only the sales that are happening in the store, but it's someone that walks in that didn't know about hospice care or learned something about end-of-life care while they were shopping. And if that has happened, then we've done our job. So I think our ultimate goal is really community awareness with the store.
Sidewalk sale continues through tomorrow. Again, that's at Repeat Boutique at 1331 George Washington Way in Richland. And in Yakima, the downtown Yakima Farmers Market is gearing up to leave 3rd Street, where it's been operating for more than 20 years. They're moving into the new Rotary Marketplace. This new space is on West Yakima Avenue. It's near the train tracks. It was built specifically for the market, offering shade, on-site water, and power to the market's more than 50 vendors for the first time.
Everybody uses water in some capacity to keep their produce from wilting, and so being able to have that available without having to go in the ground and really deal with a lot of stretching to get to it is really quite nice.
So the market is open from 9 until 1 this Sunday. It's also Kids Day, where local businesses and nonprofits will have activities for children. Now, if you're headed east, Spokane's Hoop Fest is happening this weekend. Teams are already getting signed in tonight. Preparations have been going on for days in downtown Spokane. The crews have been hard at work getting ready to welcome thousands of fans and players. The site director says there's a few key things to know if you're planning to attend.
Come on down, get your team packet, check out the vendors, check out the site. When we close streets Friday night at 7 p.m., hopefully your car's not parked on one of our streets because it will get towed.
So this is going to impact everybody headed to Spokane this weekend. Even if you're not part of the tournament, a lot of streets in the downtown are just closing tonight. So be aware you will need to plan for traffic and detours. And we have a basketball tournament coming up here in the Tri-Cities. Registration is open right now for the C3 Slam tournament. That's coming up next month. There's only a few days left to sign up though. Team registration is $140 through tomorrow. Then it jumps up to $165 per team. The tournament raises money for local charities and to provide cataract surgeries for people in Africa. If you want to be part of the fun, but you're not keen on hitting the court, they also need lots of volunteers.
Now, KAPP First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we're moving into the first weekend of summer. We've had a few clouds passing through the area. We had some rain in the Toppenish area. Could see a sprinkle or two. Very quick moving, however, and we're expecting dry conditions now. Sunset tonight at 8:52, so we're actually starting to lose daylight now that we're on the other side of summer solstice. Temperatures have been nice and warm around the area right now. 78 in Yakima. It's 87 at Hanford, 88 Tri-Cities, 83 in Walla Walla, 85 right now in Pendleton. Planning your night out, Tri-Cities should be a great night to sit by the fire pit. Again, we'll see temperatures dropping into the 70s by 9 p.m. In Yakima, your evening's looking good by the pool side with temperatures down in the 70s. And in Walla Walla, get out the grill and get on the patio. It's going to be beautiful out there, down to 75 by 9 p.m. Here's our satellite and radar. Again, we have that unsettled weather with some little sneakers, some thunder showers developing over the Cascades today. That will happen again tomorrow, and we could even see transitioning systems coming through the northeastern part of Oregon, the Blue Mountains as well. We are continuing to see some lightning strikes going across the Cascades this afternoon, so be aware of that. And we had a nice little cell pass through the Toppenish area earlier this evening. Most of that has moved on, and again, we're seeing a little bit of cloud cover coming into the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. Futurecast, however, is showing clear skies moving into Saturday. Then we'll start to see those unsettled storms pass through mainly eastern Oregon and Idaho. But again, the Blue Mountains affected, Pendleton, Hermiston, Heppner area. We could see some thunder and lightning, and some gusty winds will develop in the afternoon as these systems pass through, especially in the Pendleton area later tomorrow afternoon. So be aware of that in that region. Otherwise, mostly clear skies, few high clouds here and there, and again, some showers developing across the mountain areas on Sunday into Monday. Our gusty winds have kind of kicked up. Again, we see those winds popping into Hanford now at 22 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour in Ellensburg, 11 in Tri-Cities. Light winds right now in the Blues. And again, those winds will continue to pick up as the evening progresses. Fire danger remains high due to the gusty winds and dry conditions, and even lightning could enhance the fire potential moving through the weekend. Here's Saturday afternoon, breezy winds through the Kittitas Valley, light breezes through the Columbia Basin. As we move through the evening, though, you'll see those winds pick up. Again, Pendleton, look at this, 42-mile-an-hour gusts. That's as those systems develop and pass through the region. region. So be prepared for that. That could be some damaging winds to take note of and pay attention to. Tonight, again, breezy winds. We'll have a few clouds, but overall a very pleasant evening all through the area. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s. For tomorrow, again, look for that sunshine, those breezy winds. Fire danger remains high. I'll have that on there and keep reminding you of that. 87 for the high tomorrow, Tri-Cities, 86 Walla Walla, Yakima, 81 in Ellensburg, 87 for Hermiston. Short-term forecast going through Monday. Again, temperatures will start to increase into next week in the Walla Walla area, close to 90 degrees on Monday. Tri-Cities looking good. We should stay right under 90 through the weekend. Breezy winds Saturday, Sunday looking a little bit less gusty. Monday temperatures hit the 90s, and then we'll see those 90-degree temperatures continue into the week. In Yakima, again, a very nice day, breezy. However, tomorrow, Sunday, a few clouds developing. Monday, temperatures increasing close to 90 degrees. I'll get to your full 7-day planner coming up before the end of the show. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. We've been talking a lot about weekend events tonight. There's a lot going on. How about this, though, for a kind of a quirky gathering? Hundreds of people strolled through Minneapolis neighborhood looking for one specific site. We're going to talk about what brought them all together coming up.
So Richardson family, the neighbors are very curious about your new family member.
Oh, Robe Elizabeth?
Hello.
We built her when our daughter moved out so we could keep our family plan and save money.
With US Cellular, you don't need a fourth line to get the best deal. It's just $29.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines.
Oh. I guess we don't need a fourth line anymore.
This is awkward.
Now at US Cellular, it's just $29.99 per line, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
You get a lot of things out of your vehicle. But one thing you shouldn't get is disappointment. At McCurley, we understand that a vehicle is more than a vehicle, and our expert technicians are here to make sure you get the most adventures and memories out of every mile.
Find your way home in a new Chevrolet from McCurley Chevrolet. Browse our entire inventory online at McCurleyChevrolet.net.
Reel in a fortune during the $200,000 Fishing for a Fortune at Wild Horse Resort and Casino with over $7,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday. Cash your line and win up to $750 free play, $1,000 cash, or hook a new Pro Lodge boat. Multiply your entries, use your club wild card to earn points, and win special prizes from Billy's Bait Shop. Reel in your next fortune today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. This weekend, it's all about the ladies in downtown Kennewick. It is Girls Weekend. Stacey, you got to check that out a bit earlier this evening.
Very fun, good stuff. It brings more than 40 businesses together and offers workshops, activities, exclusive deals. People can join the twist plant hanger class or learn art techniques from professionals. Organizers say it's just a great way to have fun in the community.
We were talking too, you've got a bingo card here.
That's right. So you start at Red Mountain Kitchen, you get the bingo card. If you visit all the businesses, you're entered into a prize like $850 basket.
Wow.
They even have a second place prize, and you can enter by making some purchases, but the card's free. Stop by and pick that up and go have a good time, ladies.
All right. Well, it's going on right now until 9 o'clock tonight, and you can also get down there tomorrow starting at 10 a.m.
That's right.
But will it be nice weather?
It's going to be beautiful for them tomorrow.
All right. We'll talk about that when we come back.
This summer, GMA's popping up all across the country, spreading sunshine and summertime fun in the morning. It's GMA's Rise and Shine Summer Tour. Rise and shine!
Rise and shine!
So, could we be coming to your hometown?
The pursuit of happiness starts with a good night's sleep.
It's your patriotic right to get fantastic savings on premium quality mattress sets.
We source from local manufacturers to get the finest quality and comfort at the lowest price.
During our Patriot Sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like $3.99 for a queen-size Sealy plush mattress.
Or an adjustable bed for $9.99.
To celebrate, come to Mattress Depot USA.
Before our Patriot Sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your community Chevy dealers.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Pasco's Grand Old 4th of July celebration begins Saturday morning, July 1st at 8 with a family bike ride. July 4th Tuesday fun begins at Memorial Park with a Kiwanis breakfast at 7, and the Grand Old 4th of July parade returns with a new extended route at 10, the Camp Patriot Show and Shine at noon with a cardboard regatta at 1, and the free Grand Old 4th of July fireworks show is at Pasco Sporting Complex at 10 that evening. More activities info at PascoGO4.com. That's PascoGO4.com.
So much of life happens at home, which is why your home should be a place of inspiration, designed around great floors you love. Spending time at home on Great Floors is something to celebrate. Great Floors is offering discounts on select top-quality Mohawk products. Save 10% on Revwood flooring. Revwood Flooring by Mohawk offers stress-free style so you can live life on floors you love. Plus, ask about your 12-month 0% in-house financing. Visit a Great Floors showroom for details and live life on Great Floors.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium.
Well, check this out. Cat lovers in Minneapolis, Minnesota united last night for a special tour looking for cats. It's actually been going on for 6 years now. This all started with a guy just walking around taking pictures of cats he saw in neighborhood windows. Now it's hundreds of people joining in. I love that.
Well, it's just the thing, right?
Yeah, just, go for a walk, take a picture of a cat.
There you go. Pretty nice. All right, and go for a walk this weekend. You're going to enjoy the weather. Let's take a look at our full weekend of summer, first full weekend of summer. Again, breezy winds on Saturday, looking better on Sunday, but look at those temperatures. We gradually get into those 90s into next week. There could be a little bit later in the week. We're kind of maybe potentially seeing a little bit of storm, but right now we'll just go with sunny. In Yakima, again, breezy winds on Saturday. The warming trend also there, upper 80s and hitting the 90s by the end of the week. So great weather this weekend. Enjoy your very first weekend of summer.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Stacy. Thank you for watching. We're always on at yaktrynews.com.